Hey guys, how is it going? Can you hear me? Hello Oliver, how are you doing? Ronaldo, welcome to the stream. Johnny, welcome to the stream. Prayer Warrior, nice to see you brother. Frostbite, very nice to see you. How are you doing Brian? Welcome to the stream, thank you for joining us today. Obshard, welcome. Swinnick, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second. Alright guys, we're gonna be participating on the new competition that I just started on my Discord server, which, as you can see here, is a competition for the biggest black caiman, the biggest vicuña, and the biggest capybara you can possibly get. Only 3 species this time. Diamonds, we're gonna go for diamonds. You sick? Maybe a bit. I think it's some tension on my voice, but it's gonna get better because normally whenever I start a stream, my voice is a bit tense because of my condition, but then it starts to get better. Trout Lover, welcome. How are you? Lindsay, welcome to the stream. Hello Sergio, I'm doing very good. Can you hear me there? Do you think there's any issues with the audio? Just let me know in the comments guys, because everything should be good. So as I was saying, we're gonna be participating on this competition, and well, one of the species is the vicuña, so we're gonna start hunting some vicuñas. Let's look for a server that is set during the vicuña drink time. Unfortunately, none of these sessions is set during the vicuña drink time, so let's go to this one and let's go hunt some black caimans and capybaras instead. Got praises for my deed yesterday. Nice, Frostbite. Hopefully everything goes well. You know, I used to have braces. I used to use braces a few years ago, and it was a good experience. So I started exactly at midnight where you live, Trout Lover. Well, that's a bit late. You know, I plan to stream this weekend as well, probably on Sunday, and yeah, I'll try to stream earlier next time, so people from Europe can still watch me. Alright, so our connection with the server is terrible. Well, we got connected again. I'm just paying attention to the ping. So let's go look for some capybaras. This server is completely explored though, so that isn't great. Audio is good. That is good to hear, Blue Star. Thank you for joining us, by the way. You are playing on New England mountains at the moment, Frostbite. Well, that's nice. You know what I think about New England mountains? But it is nice to see people that enjoy it. Not that you aren't necessarily enjoying it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you aren't, but let us know how it goes. Hopefully you'll manage to get some trophies there. I think I'm gonna go to a different session, guys. Hey Lethal. Nice to see you, brother. How are you doing? Oliver, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate your support, brother. Means a lot. Hey JPC. You got your first ever Great One Jaguar the other day. That is amazing. Congratulations. What food type did you get? Taxicori, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's go to this other session, guys. Weather Official, welcome to the stream. The other day I was setting up on the southern spawn trap for the Jaguars, and I had only gone to the South Lake twice. But there was a responder, and it was a 9 legendary, likely diamond, so you shot it. Well, hopefully it makes it. That's great. Been playing a lot of the Angler lately. That is nice, Blue Star. You know, I've been seeing that a lot of people have been going back to the Angler for some reason. Because I've been paying attention to my Discord, to the Angler section, and yeah, a lot of people are playing that game at the moment. Which is surprising because, yeah, that game is dead. By the way, guys, did you see what happened with the Hunter Classic? It's pretty sad. You know, the fact that people that love the Hunter Classic are only gonna have, what, like 3 more months to play it before it completely disappears? You know, that's really sad because it is a great game. Kildusk, that is a nice food type, Jay. Congratulations. Yeah, you were the first. You were the first person here. Linsley. RIP to Classic, right? Yeah, RIP to the Hunter Classic. It was a great game, and it sucks that people aren't gonna be able to play it, not even offline, because yeah, it doesn't have an offline mode, so the servers always have to be running for it to be playable. And yeah, they aren't gonna be able to maintain the servers anymore, which is pretty disappointing. Alright, we're gonna go to single player because this thing isn't letting us connect to any of the servers. Here we have my map. Look, let's go for some vicuñas. Finally got your time on Taruka, Sergio. 105. That is a huge one. That is a really, really big time on Taruka. When did you get it, by the way? Because, you know, before I started this competition, there was another competition on my Discord, which included Tarukas and another 2 species, I think Puma and Whitetail. And it's still running. You know, even though the new competition already started, the other competition is still running. So, yeah, if you got that Taruka less than 12 hours ago, you can still post it. Hey Jensen, how are you? Welcome to stream. Big Rocky Muscle, welcome to stream. Who am I supporting during this World Cup? Argentina. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you like absolutely hate Argentina. Some of you may like it. But yeah, the team I'm supporting at the moment is Argentina because of Messi. Yeah, I'm still pretty sad about what happened to Mexico. You know, we played very good match against England. You know, we played like never before, but you know, there's a saying that we have here in Mexico, which is, oh, we played like never before, but we lost like always. We lost like we always do, which is disappointing. Yeah, Norway won against Brazil. That was a huge surprise. But you have Haaland. So yeah, that guy is a beast. Alright, let's look around this river right here. Let's look for some vicuñas. AJ, are you telling me the level 9 Jaguar you just found was an albino with a score of 43.8? That's insane. Yeah, that is a crazy super rare. Congratulations. Yeah, Haaland is a beast, like. Did you see the second goal he scored? Like, he made it seem so effortless. Hey Colin, nice to see you, brother. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you for joining us. You must be so proud for Mexico. I mean, I'm proud because we were very competitive, but at the same time we were eliminated where we are always eliminated, which is on the round of 16. So yeah, we played very good, but it ended like it always does. Yeah, that is completely fair, Lethal. And honestly, I don't see who could beat France. Because France is playing amazing. They have so many great players. And yeah, I don't think Spain is gonna be able to eliminate France. It'll be a surprise to me, even though they have a very good chance. And I mean, Argentina or England, they are still inferior to France. So France is the team to beat. It'll be really, really difficult to beat them. Got another great one mule deer like 4 days ago. 554 kills, pedal puff, drop time rack, I think it's called. Oh yeah, well, not sure if it's the same rack I'm thinking about. But yeah, I think I know which rack you are talking about. That is a nice combo, eh? I like the pedal puff 4 type. Yeah, I probably said that Norway was gonna lose. I mean, because yeah, to me, like beating Brazil as a small team like Norway, that would have been surprising. Well, they ended up surprising us all. And Brazil just played horribly. Hey, Jobert. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Nice to see you today. That sucks, Big Rocky Muscle. Sucks that you aren't gonna be able to play it for a bit because your PC is being fixed. But hopefully it won't take too long. What happened to your PC, by the way? So it wouldn't stop crashing. I see. It's probably a simple fix. Iron Worker, welcome to the stream. You are watching from your phone. Damn, someone broke into your apartment and stole all your electronics. That's insane. Man, I'm very sorry to hear, eh? Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that people like that exist. You have no one to really root for anymore. Yeah, Lethal. You know, I completely understand you. Who were you supporting, by the way? Because personally I was supporting Mexico, since I'm Mexican. But, you know, since I'm a big fan of Messi, like, yeah, Argentina was always my second team. Which is funny because here in Mexico, most people hate Argentina. Imagine if Norway wins. That would be insane. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Johnny. I am currently on single player, Emmy. Yeah, this is currently single player. I tried to play multiplayer earlier, but it didn't stop disconnecting me from sessions. So I had to go to my single player map, and we're gonna be looking for some vicuñas here. By the way, guys, for anyone who's just joining, we are currently participating on a competition that I just started on my Discord server, which is a competition for the biggest black caiman, biggest vicuña, and the biggest capybara you can possibly get. Combined score. So we're gonna be looking for some vicuñas. As you can see, there's a level 3, 2 level 3s, another level 3. That is a nice looking taruca. Up to 96 estimate. We're gonna shoot it just for the sake of shooting something. Keyboard Warrior, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Been a while. Yeah, we may play multiplayer in a bit. Because another reason why I decided to go to single player is because there were barely any sessions during the vicuña drink time. But I normally play multiplayer. You were supporting the USA, Mexico, Portugal, and Jordan. Oh yeah, Jordan is such a terrible pick. Should have picked Cape Verde. But yeah, what happened with Portugal was also disappointing. I'm sorry about that, Lethal. You know, I also kinda wanted Ronaldo to progress further into this World Cup. But yeah, like they couldn't qualify as the first place on their group. So yeah, they ended up having to face Spain. This is a nice taruca, 88.25. Been grinding during the day and doing multiplayer at night because multiplayer just won't work for me during the day. You know, I've been having a very similar experience, Daxigori. And I would say it is mostly related to the region of most of the sessions during the day. Of course, it depends on where you're located, but Yeah, for some reason the sessions that are available for me during the day tend to be very unstable. But for example, whenever I play at night or during the early morning, I rarely have any issues. Been watching your channel for 2 years. Well, I really appreciate that, Emmy. 2 years is a long time, so I'm glad you've been enjoying the content for that long. Thank you for the support. Tiny vicuñas everywhere. Every time you turn it on, it crashed like 5 seconds later. That is interesting. Big rocky mussel. I used to have a similar problem at some point, and I believe I fixed it simply by resetting my Windows. Because it was a software issue. Well, that makes sense, Lethal. So you're Jordanian American, that makes sense. I also kinda wish Jordan made it farther into this World Cup. But man, having to face Argentina and Austria and Algeria on the group stage, that was tough for them. Who's winning, England or Norway? I'm gonna say England has something like a 60% chance and Norway 40%, but the matches are so tight. The matches are gonna be so disputed from now on that everything could happen. So I'm gonna go with Norway this time just because of Haaland. I love Haaland, he's just impressive. There is a nice Taruk over there. That wasn't a good hit, or was it? I don't think it was. Spotted a level 5 Tundra being good. That's nice, Winnick. Where are you playing? So you're in Alaska, Taxiori. Yeah, so during the day it should pair you mostly with servers from North America and Europe. Yeah, I wanna think, of course the North American servers for us that live in America are gonna be the most stable. But there are also many European servers, and those are typically the ones that suffer more of these connections. Well, plus also, you have to consider people from Asia are also going to be playing during the day for us, because that's their nighttime. So yeah, a lot of servers from Asia as well. Those are going to be very inconsistent because of the distance. And then the servers in the evening, at night, those are also a lot of North American servers or American servers from all the people that come back from work. So that's why those are more stable in my opinion. We botched this Taruka. What did we hit? We hit stomach and intestines, 88.51. That is a nice Viconia right there, 216 top estimate. I think I'm assured. Sounds good, Trout Lover. It was nice to see you. No in-game audio, let me change that. Okay, same mistake that happened in the last stream. I muted myself by accident at the beginning. But now you should be able to hear the shots right there. Yeah, Lethal Mexico was looking very promising. Plus the fact every single of our matches were on Mexico, that was a huge advantage. But we were a bit unfortunate against England. Like, they had like 2 or 3 opportunities to score and they ended up scoring 3 goals. More vicuñas over there. That is a level 3. Here's the big one that I was gonna shoot earlier. So let's do it here. That was a good hit. You are playing Salzwiesen, Swinnick. That is nice. I like that map. Kinda miss it. Intiku's scored 3.21. That is a diamond. Very, very nice. That whitetail has a nice estimate, but doesn't have a chance to make it. And this vicuña is a 211.63. Alright. Gonna take him a picture. And we're also gonna take a picture of our... No, never mind. I'm not gonna open it because I'm gonna spoil the next video. So yeah, we're gonna shoot a bit more animals right here. You are hunting rabbits with a new crossbow on New England mountains. That sounds like a fun hunt, Frostbite. Hopefully you manage to come across a level 3 or something like that. So, we've been playing for like 20 minutes. And so far, the biggest thing we have spotted is probably that vicuña, that taruca over there. It is quite big. Those two are quite big. Hello, I don't know what to name myself. Welcome to stream, how are you doing? You played mostly Salzwiesen and Nasky Ridge today. Got 2 diamond mallards, back to back, that is crazy. Level 2 diamond catwall, that is very, very good. Mela mallard, diamond wood dog, and you also bought a Manitoba elk, plus the goose you just got. Well, you've been having an amazing day. Swinnick, that is very good to hear on multiple maps as well. Alright, we're gonna drop these 2 tarucas, they are quite big. Sounds good, Sergio. Yeah, I hope you have a very good night. It's probably very late for you. It was good to see you at least for a few minutes, brother. So we dropped one of the tarucas. These whitetails are just running towards their dead. Just shooting a couple here for fun. That was a nice hit. Alright, so the other taruca is already too far. Nunavut map with polar bear, muskox, moose, caribou, Arctic wolf, wolverine, Canarian lynx, Arctic fox, red fox, ptarmigan, snow goose, eider, long-tailed dog, pintail mengerser, scout, and Arctic hare. That is a nice lineup. Big rocky muscle. You know, apart from Africa 2.0, I would say, hold up a second, that level 4 vicuña right there also has a very nice estimate. But yeah, you know, as I was saying, after Africa 2.0, I would say my most wanted reserve would be an Arctic map. I see, nice hit. Hey Locke, thank you very much for staying as a member for 10 months, that's insane. I appreciate your support, man. And, you know, it means a lot to hear that you enjoy the content. Thank you for joining us today, man. It's nice to see you. You got your second Grade 1 Jaguar today, a Rosewash. Nice, Locke. Congratulations. What fur type did you get for the first one? Let's see the score of this vicuña. 207.23, way smaller than the first one, even though it had the same estimate. More proof that the estimate doesn't really tell us much. Kinda want a Japan map or Kamchatka Peninsula map. That sounds interesting. Do you know what kind of species we will be able to see on those reserves? What kind of new species? Was hunting with a guy on multiplayer and tried to get him his first jaguar, and he shot one and he almost claimed it, and a jaguar came and killed him. Damn. So you try to help a guy get his first time on jaguar or first jaguar, and then he ended up getting killed. That's insane, Frostbite. That's insane. Well, a very good first experience hunting jaguars, because that is the coolest thing about them. Whenever they attack you. Like, can you imagine your first experience playing this game being attacked by a tiger or a jaguar? That'll be fun. Alright. I'm gonna try to join multiplayer once again. Let's see if there are any better sessions now. Well, there's one at 6:41 in the morning, so let's go there. My first jaguar was in onboard fate. Nice. Haven't had any rares at all. That's crazy. So you have gotten 2 great ones and 0 rares. Yeah, that's some crazy luck. Well, you got the trophies that matter. Rockshalk, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Alright, so this server is decent. Look, the river is pretty much completely unexplored. Let's go there. Our goal right now is to get a diamond vicuña. Diamond vicuñas are fairly common, but we'll see how our luck is today, because, you know, some streams are amazing and some streams are lame. Two tarukas. More over there. Let's go for those two. Alright. So, brown bear, moose, reindeer, snow sheep. I've never heard of the snow sheep. Wolf, lynx, wolverine, red fox, taiga goose, smew, pikal teal, black-billed capercaillie, Siberian grouse, ptarmigan, mountain hare, and more dogs. Well, that'll be a great lineup, Big Rocky Muscle. You know, it shows how many new species they could add that they haven't added, and you know, it really shows the potential for this game in the future. Like, they could easily add another 15 maps, like 10 to 15 new maps, and make them all new species. So yeah, lack of new animals, or lack of new, potential new animals, like, that's never gonna be an issue. Here we have this silver taruka. And we shot a second. Did I already claim it? Maybe. I mean, it was tiny, so it's not like it matters. You need a diamond capybara, look. So for the capybaras, I would recommend you to focus on hunting the coast, the east coast. It is fantastic for the capybaras during the early morning, while they are feeding. So yeah, just go to the east coast during the feed time for the capybaras and you're gonna spot plenty, eventually level 5. And of course you can also focus on the middle river as well, this part right here. A reindeer would be a subspecies called the Kamchatka reindeer. Oh, that is interesting. Big rocky muzzle. I want to see more subspecies for other species as well. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do a subspecies for the reindeer, because like they already named the current reindeer the mountain reindeer, I think. So that opens the possibility for more subspecies. I just hope if they ever do the Kamchatka, or yeah, whatever it is pronounced, reindeer, you know, that they do something with the antlers, because I want to see some differences in the antlers as well. Because for example, the Grand Caribou and the Woodland Caribou, sure, the bodies are a bit different, but the antlers are exactly the same. The thorax are exactly the same. And it would be nice to see some variations between the subspecies. Hey Daniel, welcome to the stream, thank you for joining us. Jaguar grade 1 for me is a long grind, it seems. Almost 500 kills in, no rares. That is unfortunate, Daniel. I wish you luck, I hope you can spawn one fairly soon. Hey Prayer Warrior, nice to see you, man. You got your first rare pair after 400 kills and 20 multiplayer servers, 50 hours on the map. Damn. What rare did you get? That's crazy. Name of the server. This is the name of the server right here, brother. No big vicuñas right here. Yeah, the troll rate is exactly the same as well, because the antlers are exactly the same. You know, I wanna find a level 3 whitetail here in Peru. Never had the luck to find anything remotely big for the whitetail. Did you ever play the Hunter Classic? I did, look. You know, I made a couple videos for the Hunter Classic like a couple years ago. But apart from that, I also played the game quite a bit. And at some point I think I got a top 7 or top 6. I think it was top 6. Leader on the leaderboard for the Sandbar. So yeah, I played it quite a bit and ended up getting a really big Sandbar. I think the score was 250, something like that. It sucks that it isn't gonna be playable anymore because, yeah, you know, I was open to making some classic content in the future, especially during some events. Like I remember we were talking about the Hunter Classic like 3 streams ago, and yeah, I was talking about that possibility because I like that game. To me, apart from the graphics, that was by far the best hunting game out there. The server. This is the name of the host, Prayer Warrior, and it is on Intisuyu Peru. So yeah, you'll have to go to the server list and look for the name of the host. No signs of any big vicuñas right here. And by the way, guys, for anyone who's just joining, we are currently participating on a competition that includes the capybara, the vicuña, and the black caiman. Look, I'm gonna show you the leaderboard. And, of course, if you wanna participate on this competition, make sure to go to my Discord server. I'm gonna share the link right here in the comments, so you can join the Discord and join this competition in case you wanna participate. Everyone can join. Super simple. The rare bear was a blunt-faced. Nice, that is a nice rare prayer warrior. Maybe my favorite for the spectacle bear, apart from the pivot. No luck with the whitetail. That's a lot of vicuñas, eh? What was your last super that you got? My last super was a... what is it called? Pseudo-melanistic jaguar. Look. Yeah, it was a pseudo-melanistic jaguar that you are gonna be able to see on my jaguar guide. And yeah, it was a huge surprise because I had no idea it was a rare until I saw it from close, pretty much. I thought it was a regular level 9. Notice the female and the male blunt-faced bears are not only different sizes, but the pattern is slightly different too. You know, I never noticed that, Taxiori. You know, that is good to know. So the pattern is different, that's kinda cool. Makes me wanna get a female blunt-faced as well, because the one I got was a mythical. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, big rookie muscle. Yeah, I mean, like, I remember not even being a caribou hunter myself. I just looked at some images in the internet of caribou racks, and it's not difficult to see how bad they are in game compared to how they look in real life. They need a lot of work. Same for the whitetail. Alright, so safe to say there are no big vicuñas on this river, guys. We're gonna go to this lake up here now. Just gonna get some memo. The female has lighter blonde and it is a bit different on the chest. That is cool, Taxiori. So the pattern is different and the color is also different. That's pretty cool. I think the pivots are also different between the males and the females. Or is it two different variations for both? Not sure. Perfect. Bro, I want to casual hunt maps I don't have. How can I unlock the outpost? How can I unlock the outpost without ruining others' hunt? I guess that's what you are trying to say. Well, you'll have to unlock him on single player, Stefan. Welcome to stream, by the way. But if you don't have single player, like if you haven't bought the map, like you can just run towards them or ask other people to play stands for you. Yeah, you can ask people to play stands for you and they are usually gonna help. That's very common. Yes, I believe they did different patterns for male and female on ocelots and jaguars too. Oh, that is cool. For the pivots, you mean? Taxigori. That is pretty cool because I believe I've only seen one pattern for both species. They should make Mississippi the Rebontulia of North America. They could have done it the Rebontulia of North America, same for New England mountains. But yeah, they decided to add a lot of repeated species, especially on New England. And well, what a surprise! Now those two maps are two of the worst maps in the game. Who would have thought? They need to add Canada Goose, Mallard, Pintail, Catwall, American Widgeon, Northern Shoveler, Blue-winged Teal. Oh, we need Blue-winged Teal. Yeah, Wood Dogs. Wood Dogs would have been nice on Mississippi. What map is your favorite to go trophy hunting? You know, there are a lot of maps that are great for trophy hunting, but my personal best, I'm gonna say Aski Ridge. So easy to find trophies there, especially for the dogs. Like you go to the Wood Dog home range, look at the sky, and there's a very good chance you'll end up spotting a level 3 Wood Dog. What in real life wildlife is near you that you see sometimes? So near me, I mean there are some species, like for example hares. Not sure if exactly what kind of hare they are here, but yeah, I've seen hares like very very close to my house whenever I go outside to walk. Like there are coyotes. There are, I think there used to be pumas, probably not anymore. But yeah, this region also has pumas. You know, raccoons. Raccoons are fairly common. But apart from that, since you know I live in a fairly big city, there are not a lot of animals around me. Those two vicuñas right there have a very nice estimate. Come on, show me a level 5. So we're gonna shoot the one with a 220 top estimate first. Let's see. That was a bad hit, unfortunately. And that was maybe better, apparently. Yeah, I think that was good. Let's see. Nothing else. Hey David, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty decent. Having some fun here on Peru. Hey Filbowski, nice to see you, brother. How are you? What is your biggest tip for a new trophy hunter? My biggest tip for a new trophy hunter would be to learn what are the max weight estimates for all the species. And of course take a look at my hotspot maps. You know, those two things, they'll take you very far, and play multiplayer. You know, play multiplayer, move close to the water for the species that have a drink time. Try to spot as many animals for that species as possible, and you're gonna find trophies. That is the only thing that you have to do to find trophies, pretty much. Try to spot as many animals as possible. That's the key. The more animals you spot, the higher the chance of one of them being big. And of course that comes down to visiting the right locations. Look, there's a level 5 vicuña, guys. He's alarmed though, he's about to get spooked by a puma, that's unfortunate. Alright, I think he's gonna get farther. But there we have it, guys. First potential diamond of the hunt, and first potential submission for the current competition. Hey Nathan, how are you? Just got home from watching the Spain versus Belgium game. Nice. Did you go to the stadium to watch it, or were you just out watching it somewhere else? But then the estimate of that Vicuña was pretty sad. It only went up to 216. He won't be huge. The Pumas are so annoying. You are so right, Luck. By the way, I was forgetting, we have another Vicuña to claim. And there was a max weight estimate spectacle bird track over there. I was hoping I would spot it right here, but he wasn't here. Might have been a level 9, who knows? Bro, do you have a blue bobcat from New England Mountains? I think I do, Frostbite, but I probably got it from whenever they were uncommon, you know? Because at some point the blue bobcat was just an uncommon. That makes sense, David. I hope you had a very good time out. Looks like it was a nice match. You know, I didn't watch it, but I see that Spain won at the last minute, I think. Or scored very close to the last minutes. There's the other Vicuña. It was a really big level 4. Let's hope it is close to diamond or maybe even a diamond, let's see. 208.46, forget about it, he isn't even close. So now we have to shift our focus towards the level 5. It was over there, that's all we know. What is your favorite rare of Peru? From the ones I've gotten, you know, the blonde-faced mythical bear, that was probably my favorite. You know, also my Bible tapir, another of my favorites. Of course, the super rare jaguar, that was crazy. The Bible Vicuña, that they look amazing. They look like small giraffes. So that is a good question. I'm gonna go with the super rare jaguar just because it was a super rare. But you know, excluding the metal, I'm gonna say the Bible Vicuña is still my favorite. Just because of the uniqueness and just because of how special it was to find it during the stream. Because I'm pretty sure I was the first person to find a Bible Vicuña, since it was on early access. Now you're back on the wolf grind. Nice, David. How many kills are you into the wolf grind? By the way, guys, very soon we're gonna go back to our mule deer grind on Parque Fernando. You may remember it, you may not, but we're grinding for a grade 1 mule deer on Parque Fernando using a very effective method with only one lake. So yeah, we're gonna go back to that grind very soon. I'm excited about it. Now, the problem with this level 5 is that we don't know exactly which of this track was his. There are so many max estimates that, yeah, we cannot... I mean, for example, this one is a max estimate, but we cannot say for sure this was a level 5, you know? He was heading that way, and the tracks are also heading that way. So maybe it was actually this one. Yeah, maybe this is actually the level 5. You are 445 kills into the grind. Well, that is nice. Could spawn at any moment. I got mine roughly 100... No, I think it was 1100 kills into the grind. Something like that. or exactly at 1,000 kills. Yeah, I think I got it just a few kills before reaching 1,000 actually. And I made sure to make it my 1,000 kill, exactly. So it took me something like 997. Okay. So that was a warning call. Oh, there he is, guys. He's alarmed. Gotta shoot it here. Just stop right there, buddy. Perfect. So first level 5 Vicuña down, guys. The thing is, his estimate is far from being promising. And, well, if we wanna have any chance of winning this competition, we are probably gonna need a really big diamond Vicuña. Let's hope this one scores at least 216. Same, David. I wish you luck. Hopefully you spawn it in, let's say, 500 kills. That would be great. This Vicuña is a troll. Are you kidding me? 213.77 troll Vicuña. That is disappointing. Yeah, Flobowski, you called it. You called it. Very clean shot, look. Maybe if the shot wasn't as clean, he would have made it. We made him lose too much blood, guys. Yep. Troll Vicuña. Frostbite, I wish you were right. You said 214.35. But yeah, we know how this goes. Now we're gonna go to another nice lake. Well, we're gonna check this pond first. But damn, troll, why? Like, we started the last stream also with a troll, I'm pretty sure. But that time it was a Taruk, I believe. It is Pablo's fault, indeed. Pablo has been behaving really bad with us. Vicuña diamonds seem to be easy to get, yeah? Yeah, I would say they are by far the easiest diamond here on Peru. But unfortunately, I've never had the luck to get a truly big one, you know? I believe my biggest was like 215. Hey, AWL, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? I'm doing very good. So, no trophies today, and we just got trolled by Vicuña. So yeah, typical start to a stream, getting trolled. Sounds great, Swinek. It was nice to see you, brother, and I hope you have a very good night. See you later. That is a nice level 2 vital. 276 top estimate. I don't think it's gonna make it. I'll be good. The game would be so much better than it already is if Expansive Worlds just made the species list larger and more realistic. They have botched so many species lists. I won't disagree with that. A lot of maps could have been way better when it comes to a number of species. But yeah, I guess we have to understand they have limited resources. So they simply cannot make as many species as we would like. Or as many of those locations deserve. This guy was just a 237.82, bottom of the estimate, alright. Slap catcher, I appreciate that, brother. Welcome to stream, by the way. Hopefully we'll be able to reach 40k fairly soon. Hey Locke, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Everyone who got a membership, make sure to thank Locke. I appreciate your support, man, it means a lot. Pablo Munoz, welcome to stream, how are you doing? So, the Vicuña drink time is over, guys. Everyone is on the river. Well, on the coast, I mean. And that sucks because the coast is mostly unexplored on this server. Yeah, let's go to a different session this time. Hey King Crab, welcome to stream, how are you doing? Nice to see you, man. And thank you very much for remaining as a member for 9 consecutive months. That's a lot, brother. I'm glad you have enjoyed the ride. It means a lot to have you here. There is a concerning lack of servers. Well, there are some good ones, but they are full, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess we'll have to go to the same one because the other ones are at terrible times. Yeah, let's go back to the same one and let's go to the middle river for the capybaras. Yeah, thank you very much, Locke. Has there been any mod in the chat? There, I believe not. I believe you are the first mod, King Crab. Yeah, I had to put the Discord link myself, so it's nice to see you here. Yeah, at least this account is safe for you. Because yeah, the fact you got the other account blocked on Discord because of the 2-factor verification, I believe, that sucks. The Jaguar grind is so exhausting. I get 18 an hour max. That seems to be normal, Flobowski. I would say most people that have an effective and efficient grind, are killing about the same amount per hour. Fortunately, there hasn't been any trouble, Crab. It's been a very chill stream so far. Like, honestly, from all the streams I've done so far, there hasn't been a single time where there's been like serious trouble on the comment section. Sounds great, Crab. Yeah, those nitro boosts are very important for the Discord server. And I'm happy we are able to reach 10 boosts because that let us make the server attack. Now it is safe. Now the server attack is safe, and of course the shiny colors for the rolls, those are also safe with the 10 boosts. Hello Ronaldo, nice to see you. Currently doing a casual hunt on Emerald Coast, and when I first joined I found a guaranteed troll feral goat, and a few minutes later a diamond caribou. Nice, that was a great start, Ronaldo. That's how Emerald Coast goes sometimes. It is full of trophies. No big vicuñas. Okay, so our plan was to go to the middle river for capybaras mainly. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do right here. Hey Peacock, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, can't complain about the growth we got with this new map release. But yeah, just needed to take a break from the game for a few days. So it's been slow these last couple of weeks, but we are slowly getting back on a consistent schedule. How long are you gonna stream? I plan to stream at least 1 hour more. At least another hour. Sounds great, King Crab. Look, there's a tapir. It is a nice tapir, level 7. Is that also a tapir? It is. Capybaras over there. What are you doing here? Damn, these guys are feeding right here. Not even close to the water. Come on, there has to be something nice. I want a pivot. We need a level 5 for the competition, but man, it would be sick to find a pivot. I'm trying to spot the one that is between those two. I haven't been able to. I think it's just a level 3. Yeah, just a level 3 male. Yeah, Peacock, I remember you. Yeah, honestly, guys, I remember most of you. Like, whenever I see you, it takes me like 1 second to figure if you've been on one of my streams or videos in the past. Unless it's been like several months, then I may forget, but I remember all of you. Like, most of the people here have been very active during the last live streams, and it means a lot. So I think it's safe to say there are no big capybaras on that group. Bro, do you agree that the Willow Ptarmigan should be added to Yukon Valley? That'll be a nice addition. Yeah, Yukon Valley needs an upland bird. And I believe they could also add the white-tailed ptarmigan, which would be great. New species. What trophies are you looking for today? Since we're currently participating on a competition that includes the vicuña, the capybara, and the black caiman, we're looking for a diamond of any of the 3. Look, I'm gonna show you the leaderboard right here, guys, just in case you also wanna join the competition. As you can see, it includes black caiman, vicuña, capybara. We just started this competition today, and if you wanna join it, just go to my Discord server by clicking the link in the comment section. I'm gonna share it right here. Just give me a second. Actually, King Crab just shared it earlier, so I'm gonna pin it. If this thing just lets me. Oh my god, YouTube. YouTube is acting up right here. That should work, maybe. Okay, so yeah. Did it? Alright, so yeah, now it is pinned. That is the link to the Discord server right there. Hello, Evan. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Logan, nice to see you. You got a diamond coyote yesterday. That's crazy. Congratulations. Maybe the hardest diamond in the game at the moment. Alright. You got back into a game on PC, you did grind, got a great one, and your save got messed up. That's unfortunate, Peacock. Damn. So you are starting over. That sucks. any ptarmigan, but most likely willow ptarmigan. They could also add a spruce grouse. Oh, a spruce grouse would be sick. We need more grouse species. They are so fun to hunt in game, and there are barely any. Like, we have, what, like 5? There should be like 20. Glad to hear you are doing good, Ivan. My favorite rare for the spectacle bear is the piebald. Yeah, I'm gonna say the piebald spectacle bear, closely followed by the blunt-faced. Alright, so I believe this is a different group for the capybaras. Look, there's another feed zone right here. And it has 8. Yeah, there is a completely different feed zone, which means we just spooked them all. And they are all hiding inside the water at the moment. Just gonna take cover on one of these bushes and we're gonna wait for them to resurface. So what about you, Evan? What is your favorite rare for the spectacle bear? You are at like 80 diamonds so far, but console I had... Oh, so you had like 380 in console. With a beautiful lynx. Beautiful lynx. Was it a super rare? Peacock. But yeah, it sucks to lose so many diamonds, I'm sorry to hear. Hello, Ostringham. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what you are saying, but it is nice to see you, man. Nice to see you once again. Melanistic diamond. Was that melanistic diamond yours? Because, you know, in my last, like, 3 years that I've been around this community, I've seen, I think, like 3 melanistic diamond lynxes. Peacock. So yeah, I guess one of those was yours. I just didn't remember who got him. But that's sick. Do you know if it is on my Discord server? By the way. Welcome back, King Crab. The Etheristic Isabellino. That is your favorite rare for the spectacle bear. That is a nice rare. Oh, the one I included on my top 10 rarest trophies, Peacock. It's probably that one then. Now, that makes sense. You know, I don't remember who got the trophies I posted on that video. But I remember I made that video and I remember what kind of trophies I included. So yeah, now I remember which links. That was a sick trophy. Do you do grade 1 grinding? I do grind for grade 1s, occasionally, Ronaldo. For example, I have a mule deer grind on Parque Fernando, using a method that, as far as I'm concerned, only a couple people have been using. And it's a really effective method because it only uses one lake. So we're gonna go back to that grind very soon because I still need to get my first grade 1 mule deer. But yeah, you know, my preferred way to play this game is to casual hunt. Like we're doing at the moment, just looking for diamonds and rares, especially on multiplayer. And I occasionally grind for grade 1s, but as I said, it's just sometimes. Look, that is a nice, nice jungle beaver right there. 63 to 70 estimate, level 4. Alright, that could be a nice submission. There are so many right here. Just making sure there's not a level 5. I think there's another one in between those two. Yeah. Just a small one. Let's try to go for the level 4. Has an amazing estimate. Could be a level 4 diamond. I highly doubt it, but it's possible. Oh yeah, I remember that, Peacock. Yeah, that was before I started YouTube. Yeah, that was like 5 years ago or 6 years ago. On all of the above Discord. So yeah, I remember those times. That was probably around the time when I also started on PC, by the way, because I used to play on Xbox. And I also lost my Xbox account at some point. And I also had like 100 diamonds, something like that. So yeah, I lost it. Of course, I took a break from the game for like 3 months. Then I bought my PC. And I started playing on PC. And a few months after that is that I started my channel very slowly. Okay, so there's that huge, fat jungle beaver. Terrible angle. We are forced to go for a brain shot right here. Which is risky. I just want to verify the distance. That is 120 meters south. Look, some collar peccaries. Who cares? Let's go for this one. Welcome back, Frostbite. You missed maybe a troll vicuña? Did you see that one? This is a difficult shot right here, huh? We're having a hard time spotting it. It is right there. We're gonna shoot it in the back of the head. They have a super small brain, which makes things difficult. Did we? We hit it way too high. Not even sure if we hit it. But that was lame. The chubby jungle beavers. Yeah, the chubby jungle beavers. I think we botched this one, guys. Maybe. Maybe we're being forced to do a really dirty trick right here. Like, we're gonna do something really, really dirty. It actually died. That's sad. Yep. You're so right, King Crab. Yeah, my videos back then were essentially PowerPoint presentations. Just a bunch of clips. What are you doing, man? But yeah, like I mean, some of you probably saw some of the videos I played during one of my last streams, and those videos were really, really old. We hit the wrong capybara. It wasn't even the level 4. Where in the world? Oh yeah, because the melanistic diamond wild boar and that video with every single diamond in the record. That video I think included 51 diamonds, something like that. Now they are double the diamonds at least. More than double actually. So yeah, that was a while ago. Oh my god, there's a player approaching our position. Alright, we're gonna do something really dirty right here. Look at all the jungle beavers. They are all exposed. That was so... Come on, we need to be fast. We need to be faster than this. Yeah, we need to be faster than this. We aren't gonna be able to spot him, but we can shoot him under the water right here. Bro. Come on, just one. Did we kill that one, maybe? I don't know, we're just blasting whatever we see, but there are 2 dead. One of them is gonna be the level 4 at some point. This is so fun. Alright. Damn. Damn, now it's happening too fast. Alright, so this is a level 3 right here. This player is getting close to us. Bro. If you go prone in the right spot, it works too. Maybe here? Okay, okay, I see. Okay, this is... Okay, we may be onto something right here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Yeah. Who cares about the brain shots, right? Who needs brain shots whenever you can just shoot them under the water? Yeah. I bet Pablo isn't as happy anymore after making all those diamonds troll. Oh my god. I bet the level 4 is already dead, guys. Oh, this is so cheesy. Yeah, Taxigori, you were very, very right about that. Just needed to go pro there. Alright. Let's see. The level 4 has to be dead already. Is it this one? Yeah, 63.52. Okay. It is a big one. It is a big one. This is... Hold on. I believe there was another. Maybe. I bet Pablo didn't see this coming, guys. Yeah, I bet Pablo didn't see this coming, and we just killed an entire generation right here. It is harder to do on Xbox. I bet it is. Damn, there are still a couple more right there. We'll make sure to end the entire family tree right here. Hold up, it was around here. It has to be on the exact... Like here, look. Yeah, it has to be on the border. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Ivan. It is a lot of fun. You know, of course oh, there is a mythical jaguar. I tried it, I think, the last time. During the last stream. And I was just jumping off this rock. But yeah. Like the going prone tip is really, really useful. Yeah. I mean, we definitely shouldn't be able to look under the water, but it is fun. Time to make an exploit capybara guide. How to farm capybaras easy. How to kill 50 capybaras per minute. Easy. Guaranteed. I have killed like 200-300 capybaras and beavers doing that after refreshing my whole population of beavers multiple times. Damn. So you ended up killing a level 2 piebald beaver after that. That's crazy. It's so easy with the beavers. Because yeah, there are only like, what, 10 groups per map? So yeah, very easy to wipe out your entire population. Gonna file a bug report. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already filed it. But they didn't want to do anything with that bug. They thought it was fun as well. Hold up a second, there are more capybaras right here. Right, look, we just completely obliterated all the need zones right there. Look at all these tracks. These are capybaras. What are the odds there's another innocent capybara group hiding underwater, completely exposed to the bug? No more early access to you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they added Pablo. So I need to take my revenge against Pablo. I just couldn't care less. Look, there's another need zone down here. Let's see. This is just so stupid. Yeah, I don't think they are here. We also need a big black caiman. That is a level 4. Alright. I am afraid to go hunt black caimans because yeah, my luck with them has always been lame. We've been trolled 2 times already. 2 times out of 3 level 9s. You know the bug that I really want them to fix? Is the bug with the hares and the rabbits. Because, like, to me it's incredible that after like 4 years, the rabbits and the hares still don't run. Like, they still don't flee. You probably know what I'm talking about. Like, you can get 10 meters away from a hare or a rabbit super easily. And they don't start running until you're like 5 meters away. And they only run for a few meters, that's the issue. Why did I find cheese in my bed? I mean, what we just did was really cheesy, so there was an excess of cheese. Just wanna see the size of this shower. Maybe the same mythical we spotted earlier? Yeah, pretty sure it is. It's also max estimate. This guy arrived to that spot with a 4-wheeler. But there's nothing left in that spot, everything was killed. It also works with caiman. Yeah, I imagine so, Evan. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it works with gators as well. Mississippi, never tried it though. Of course with the beavers on ASCII. Of course with the capybaras. But yeah, it has to be a fairly shallow place like this one. Let's see the size of that tapir. Could be level 9. Like, I'm not sure if you remember the last stream we did, but literally the last animal we found was a level 9 tapir. And that was just insane. We're about to finish the stream and I found the Max Smith track. Led us to a level 9 taper. Like, I was already calling it. I was literally saying goodbye. I haven't paid attention to the crocodiles, Evan. But maybe they redid their icon. Where's the tapir? No max estimate, unfortunately. More capybaras right here. More victims. Hold up. I see level 3. They are gonna go towards the water. That's what we need. I see level 4. Level 3. Level 2, level 3. Nothing crazy. Come here, buddy. Perfect. That'll be cool, King Crab. Where are you gonna come first? I assume you plan to also participate on the competition? Cayman and capybara. That'll be good. You know, I kinda wanna see you win a competition at some point. You know, I think at this point you deserve a medal. It is nice that Hans will win his first competition, most likely. Because he's leading the last one. And it ends today. Hello, Darius. Nice to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is nice to stream again. Just needed to take a little break. But you know, I plan to start streaming more consistently. We're probably gonna stream tomorrow as well, or on Sunday. Earlier this time. Here we have this Cayman, just a level 6. There was a second though. A tiny male. Damn, probably level 3 or something like that. What do you think is the rarest super rare on Peru? The rarest super rare. Well, that would be the rarest rare for the rarest diamond. And in my opinion, the rarest diamond you can find here on Peru is the black caiman, because of how often they troll. So I'm gonna say something like melanistic or albino black caiman. Yeah, probably the black caiman or the ocelot. You know, could be something like super rare piebald ocelot as well. But yeah, a lot of people have been having trouble finding big caimans, including myself. So yeah, I would say they could very well be the rarest diamond here. More tapirs. Pretty proud of my diamond albino jaguar. Still no great ones yet though. I mean, that super rare is way better than any great one. So yeah, you should be proud of that. Very happy for you, brother. That is an amazing trophy. There's a female caiman right here. But there's another, also female. Damn, we almost died and I just realized. What is this thing? Bro. So guys, what would you say is your favorite trophy ever? What would you say is the best trophy you have ever gotten? Now that we're talking about super rares. Super albino Manitoban elk. That's insane, Frostbite. What did it score? Do you remember? Piebald tapir diamond. Man, I'm so jealous of that trophy. Evan. Yeah, piebald tapir as a diamond. That's insane. These river poppies are crazy. Hold up. I think there's a third one. Yep. It was an initial spawn. Well, that's kind of cool. So it was on single player. That's pretty cool, Evan. Yeah, You know, honestly, if I could pick a super rare here in Peru, like to me it would be, you know, I would choose maybe a Bible Spectacle Bear Diamond Score, but Bible Diamond Tapir, that would be one of my first picks as well. That's so cool looking. I would love to get a super rare tapir of any fur type, but the Bible is my favorite for them. Yeah, Taxigori, that Jaguar is most likely gonna beat the great majority of the trophies you could possibly get here in Peru. It's just amazing. Imagine something like a super rare Bible capybara. Man, would that be sick? Alright, so we just finished exploring this middle river. We found a really big capybara. I took a picture of it. May post it on the competition, although we're gonna need a diamond anyway. So we're gonna go look for another server. Let's see. There's this one as well, early morning, good for vicuñas. Yeah, let's go for some more vicuñas. Alright, this lake is unexplored. The river apparently is also unexplored for vicuñas. The male version of the capybara Bible is my favorite. So there's also a male version and a female version for the capybaras. Well, that's kinda cool, I didn't know that. Makes me wonder what the differences are, because I know there's one that is like lighter than the other, less distinguishable. So not sure if that's the male or the female. Do you know if there's also a different variation for the Bible vicuñas, by the way? I heard there's a second, apart from the one that looks like a mini giraffe. Hey, Slapcatcher. Nice to see you here. Not sure if you are still in the stream, but it's nice to see you on the same server. Nice hard shot. So the female version doesn't look like a giraffe. I haven't seen it, I wanna see it now. Some tarukas. You know the rare I also really wanna get? The Bible taruka. They are cool. You could see it on the Call of the Wild Companion app. I need to get that app, honestly. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a look at all those fur types inside that app. Because I've heard of it, I've seen pictures that have been shared to me by other people, and yeah, it looks very cool. Level 4. Is the best in your opinion, Evan? Yeah, it seems to be the best app out there for the game. And I believe it's the only one, not sure. Because there's also the Call of the Wild wiki, but I feel that's much slower to get updated. But yeah, the companion app, it looks good as well. It has good aesthetics. More vicuñas, 217 top estimate on that one. Spectacled bear as well. Jim Muffins, welcome to stream. Is the challenge for the biggest gold or the biggest in general? It is for the biggest in general. So yeah, the diamonds also count. More vicuñas. I think we have been trolled by our last 3 level 5 vicuñas, guys, which is crazy. Look at the size of that spectacled bear. It is a level 4. It's tiny. Some more whitetail, nothing remarkable. The only thing that bugs me is that all the animals look like they are in play down mode. Yeah, honestly, I've seen pictures of the app, and yeah, they look like they came out of a different game, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not sure of how they get the models to put them in the app. But yeah, the quality of those models looks very, very different. Yeah, they look like Play-Doh. That's a very good way to put it. Tiny, tiny guy, indeed. So Crow was using the map right before you joined. That's crazy. Yeah, the other day I was in a server with both Flinner and Crow. I guess they were recording a collab. But that was cool. There's nothing big right here. It would be cool to do a collaboration with Scarecrow at some point. Or Flaner. A lot of people have requested on streams and on videos. So yeah, I may try to make it happen soon. it'll be a dream for me to collab with them. That is a nice Taruka. Nice shot as well. Not too bad, 89.91. Come on, we need something better to finish a stream. Because we haven't been able to find a single trophy today. Apart from the troll. Hello, hater. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, brother. I'm doing pretty decent. How are you? Sounds good, Evan. Thank you very much. It was nice to see you today. Couple of level 2 Tarukas. I'm glad to hear you are doing good, hater. No problem. You know, it is nice to see you today, even if it's late. Today I got a Piebald Moose, 2 Diamond Mule Deer, and a Diamond Whitetail. Oh, that's sick. Frostbite. Where did you get the Piebald Moose? Were you hunting on the same map as where you got the Whitetail? You know, I've been feeling like going back to Revontuli Coast one of these days. Could be a nice breath of fresh air after so much Peru. More vicuñas. Tiny vicuñas. Max's made spectacle bear as well. I wanna shoot that one. That was a nice hit. Turn around. And that one is also down. Perfect. The Whitetail was from Muskie Ridge and the Piebald Moose was on New England Mountains. Oh, that's cool. Piebald Moose on New England Mountains. Yeah, that's very nice. I would say that's twice as cool as getting it on another map. Twice as difficult as well. Plus a Diamond Moose also on New England Mountains. That's sick. These 2 vicuñas were quite mediocre. Got a Diamond Rock Ptarmigan the other day on my solo map. Oh, that's amazing, Jim Muffins. That is a really, really difficult diamond to get on Revontuli Coast. Maybe the hardest after the Hazel Grouse, you know? Kinda jealous of that. By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw on my Discord server, but we just posted the community records for Peru this week. So if you have gotten any big diamonds, any diamond close to max score for any of the 14 species, just go to my Discord, post the harvest screen of the diamond, plus a picture of the trophy inside your trophy lodge, showing the date, and that'll be enough to possibly get it posted inside the community records, in case it is a record. Look, I'm gonna share the link to the record sheet right here, so you can take a look at all the animals, at all the scores. Some of them are already max scores, some of them are already unbeatable. But for example, if there's a tie between two animals that have the same score and the same weight, then there's still a tiebreaker, which is the cash and the experience obtained by each animal. So if yours has more cash and experience than any of the current submissions, you can still beat it. As you can see, there's a link. It is a link to a Google Sheets. More vicuñas, nothing remarkable. Yeah, the biggest was a level 4. There's also a second level 4. Similar estimate, a bit better. Could be big. I am super excited because the next month I'll finally be able to play Call of the Wild again. And also finally move to PC. That's exciting, hater. Oh, you'll notice a huge difference between console and PC. It is completely worth it in my opinion. 207.29. Also tiny. Right, yeah, any trophy you get on New England mountains, gives you the chance to take some amazing pictures with those beautiful landscapes. It's a pretty map. Everything else about it is pretty lame, but when it comes to how the map looks, I have no complaints. It is beautiful. Okay, so we just checked the river, there was nothing. But we can still go to this other lake, which normally has a decent amount of vicuñas. There could be something nice there. There is a taruca, couple spectacled bears as well. Hello Baker, welcome to the stream. What have you found so far? Just jumping in. I found a troll vicuña earlier, which, yeah, it was level 5 and unfortunately I ended up trolling. And I also found a really big level 4 capybara. I think it scored 63.7, something like that. But yeah, apart from that, not much. Just trying to find a big vicuña for the competition. You'll have to say goodbye to your trophies, that's true, hater. That is the downside of switching to PC, of course. But, you'll forget them very quickly because the advantages of playing on PC over console, I would say, are definitely worth it. Although, like for me, whenever I made the switch, Yeah, of course it was also painful to lose all those trophies because, man, I had some super rares. I think I had 2 super rares on Xbox before I made the change. So yeah, that was a painful part. But I quickly forgot about him after playing for like 2 weeks. Troll Vicuña is very common. You are so right, hater. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think I've been trolled by the last 3 level 5 Vicuñas I found. Which is not surprising. They do troll a lot. You don't have your super rare melanistic Monjak, so you don't care that much. That makes sense. You'll get your super melanistic Monjak on PC. Hear me out. Hello, Alongside. Nice to see you, man. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. I have 13 super rares and 53 great ones. Well, forget about the part where I say, you're gonna forget about those trophies very quickly, because yeah, 13 super rares and 53 great ones on console. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to forget. But still, switching from console to PC if you have the chance, completely worth it. The difference in quality is massive. You found an albino ocelot on your map Onside. Yeah, they look kinda great, right? Yeah, that is a really cool rare. Like you may remember, I found one of those during one of my last streams, or during one of my first streams here in Peru, and I wasn't sure if it was albino or leucistic because of how great they look. Yeah, I would say they're one of the darkest looking albinos out there. Found 2 level 5 Vicuña at the same lake, 1 trolled, 1 made it. Well, at least 1 made it, Baker. That is good to see. Because I also heard, yeah, another guy was telling me that he found also 2 level 5s on the same lake and both trolled. So it seems to be fairly common. The only trophy that I'll be sad to lose is my super melanistic fallow deer. Man, that sucks. Yeah, anyone would be sad to lose that, hater. But hey, you got the screenshots. It's not like they are gonna disappear forever. You still got the screenshots, maybe clips if you took some clips. So that's cool. You are finally gonna be able to play with me. That's for sure, hater. It'll be nice to see you join some of these sessions. More Vicuñas. Maybe there's something that isn't as disappointing on this lake. Oh, come on, Puma. Yeah, here comes the Puma, about to spook everything. Ooh, level 9, alright. Alright, ooh, that Vicuña, 221 top estimate? Okay, guys, Legendary Puma. Second max level of the hunt. I was gonna complain about the Puma, but not anymore. I'll take a Diamond Puma every day. He's attentive. He's about to go back to stalking. Yeah, I think it is running directly towards us. Still attentive. We're gonna wait for it to stop right here. He's alert now. Bro. No, don't hunch like that. Go to a shore. Hello, Liam. Welcome to stream. You already got your great one Jaguar? Nice. Congratulations, brother. Wish you luck with the mule deer as well. And I'm doing pretty decent. I hope you're also doing good. This guy is still alert. Still going below the water. That is unfortunate. Just walk towards the shore for a moment. He's attentive. Back to stalking. Okay, go alert. Perfect. That is it. I think we shot him on the face. Damn. Yeah, he lowered his face exactly when I shot it. That's very unfortunate. I think we'll already watch it because we probably hit the skull. But damn. Level 9 Puma, guys. Probably busted. May have a chance to get a long shot right here, maybe. If he gives us an angle. That was a terrible hit. Damn. Yeah, it is probably gonna die, and we probably hit the skull on that first shot. We hit him on the face. While trying to go for a hard shot. 222 top estimate on that Vicuña. That's promising. I'm surprised it is only level 4. Yeah, guys, you didn't see that. There was no level 9 Puma. There was nothing. It was all a hallucination. So yeah, we didn't watch it. Who cares about the Pumas anyway, right? No. No, it always sucks to watch potential diamonds. Hello, Hunterman. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. I wanna shoot that Vicuña. That was good. Yeah, Poch CK is back. We're gonna have to track this Puma. Very low blood. This guy is already dead. He already died. This is just like the cinnamon tails. Yeah, I wanna pretend I don't care about this one, but I kinda do. You know, I kinda cared about this Puma, guys. Yeah, you may be disappointed because, yeah, we all hate the Pumas here, but damn, seeing that level 9, you know, it was kinda cool. Would have been maybe the first diamond of the stream. Maybe it was a troll. You know, I'm hoping it'll be a troll. But yeah, you are so right, Dongside. Pumas are stinky. Glad to hear you are doing good, Hunterman. I'm also doing decent. Happy to see you here. Some whitetail over there. They smell so bad they spook other trophies. That's so accurate. Yeah, I wish all the Pumas were level 9s. Because anything different than a level 9 Puma when it comes to the Pumas is just lame. I don't want to know anything about them. You had a melanistic super rare Puma, bro. You need to get an albino now. Right, hater? For example, that melanistic Puma, that's one of the trophies I lost whenever I made a switch from console to PC. That was one of my super rares on console. 39.03, it actually made it. Yeah, we hit him on the skull. Surprisingly, it wasn't a brain shot. Damn. There are no excuses, guys. You know, I went for the heart while he wasn't on this pose, but he lowered his head exactly at the moment I took the shot. So we ended up hitting him on the skull, which is unfortunate. Gray Pumas are so annoying. Right, Dongside? You always think they are albinos, but they are all just gray. I've gotten 5 diamonds of this map so far. Vicuña, Spectacle Bear, Peccary, Teal, and a 270 scoring Whitetail. Nice, Baker. You know, I'm kinda jealous of that Peccary because I've been looking for a diamond Peccary here in Peru. I shouldn't care about the Peccaries, but yeah, I want a level 5 Peccary here. And Whitetail as well. I still haven't been able to find a big Whitetail. You are going to switch from PS4 to PS5, Liam. As far as I'm concerned, the save on PS4 is the same as the save on PS5. I could be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, you should be able to play on the same save on your PS5 whenever you make the switch. But as I said, I could be wrong. Once you followed a gray puma for 45 minutes, not knowing it was common. That's crazy, Terios. I'm pretty sure we all had that happen at some point. Because yeah, probably the first gray puma I found, I also thought it was a rare. But that was like years ago. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten a gray diamond puma still, even though they are just uncommon. This vicuña is a 210.57, bottom of the estimate. Disappointing. Let's go to this other pond now. The peccary was drinking at one of the lakes very close to the coast. Had no clue it was there. That's cool, Baker. There are so many peccaries on this map. Like, I would say they are the most common species on the entire reserve. There are several. Welcome back, King Crab. We just had something very unfortunate happen. Just, yeah, don't rewind the stream or anything. Nothing happened. One of the most forgotten rares is the Grey Mouflon. I believe they used to be uncommon at some point, but they made them rare. Really lackluster rare, because I believe they used to be the equivalent of a Grey Puma at some point. But yeah, guys, we're gonna check this pond, and we're gonna conclude the stream right here. If there's no diamond vicuña, we're gonna conclude the stream. At least there's vicuña and a monster buck right there, level 1, impressive. Damn, I think we're lagging. Okay, the ping with the server is still stable. There's a level 2 whitetail, the vicuñas are fleeing that way. Come on, game. Come on, you know we like to finish the streams with a diamond. Do it again. Give us a diamond in the last 5 minutes. There is a nice level 2 Taruka. But yeah, the game apparently didn't care this time. I mean, it kinda gave us a diamond with the Puma to finish the stream, but we fumbled that. We completely fumbled that chance. Mythical Bear, okay. Level 3 vicuña. So, safe to say there's nothing remarkable on this area, guys. Nothing truly remarkable. But it was a fun stream. You know, 1 troll, 1 bush diamond. Not too bad. I'm gonna submit that troll for the competition, which by the way is a competition for the biggest vicuña, the biggest capybara, and the biggest black caiman you can possibly get. That is not the leaderboard, it is this one, as you can see. And if you wanna participate on the competition, just go to my Discord server, the link is pinned on the comments. Just go to my Discord, go to the theHunter competition section, and feel free to submit your best kills whenever you want. It'll last an entire week. And as I was saying earlier, I'm probably gonna stream either tomorrow or on Sunday, possibly also playing this competition, but we'll see. You found a knocker level 3 peccary, nice, Baker. Are those rare? I think they are. I already forgot the rest for the peccary. Neither I, hater. Yeah, the Trurex for the Springbok are pretty lackluster in my opinion. They should be bigger. Glad to hear you liked it, Onside. Yeah, I had fun during this stream. It was a cool one. It was nice to see you guys. Always a pleasure to interact with you. It is a lot of fun. Is your Super Puma on this channel or no? It isn't, Liam. Yeah, maybe on an old video, very old video, but I don't think it is anywhere on this channel because it was from before I started making videos, you know? It is that old. You also found the melanistic taruka that would have been a cold but shot it with a 7mm because I didn't feel like tracking it. Damn. I mean, it looks exactly the same on a trophy lodge, that's what matters. As long as it wasn't a diamond, you are good. So the rares for the collar peccaries are leucistic, melanistic, albino, and knocker. Oh, that is good to know, hater. Thank you for sharing. But yeah, guys, it was a really fun stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like the videos, like the streams, and subscribe to the channel. You'll mean a lot, guys. Goodbye. I hope you'll have a very good evening. God bless you guys.